Good morning. It's an excellent morning right here in Benin City, wherever it is you're watching from. Good morning, Nigeria. This is TMI Socials, and I am Anu Oluwapo Stevens, here to keep you abreast with the latest of trendages, the trend that during the course of yesterday. Well, interestingly, today we get to begin with a business news now. It was all over the news that the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has sacked the boards of Union Bank, Polaris Bank, Keystone Bank, and of course, Titan Trust Bank. Now, the Apex Bank, in a statement signed by its acting director of corporate communications, Sidi Hakama, said this action became necessary due to the non-compliance of these banks and their respective boards with the provisions of Section 12, subsection C, subsection F, G, H of Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2020. Now, the CBN also assured the public of the safety and security of funds, saying it remained resolute in fulfilling its mandate to uphold a safe, sound and robust financial system in Nigeria. The boards of directors and chief executives of the banks were invited to a meeting yesterday where they were addressed for 30 minutes each by the Apex Bank Deputy Governor in charge of financial system stability, Philip Ikeezo. Now, yes, that's the press release that was released yesterday precisely. And interestingly, while Nigerians were sleeping, this morning we woke up to another news that they have actually, brought in new heads of directors for that particular bank. Now, that's the Union Bank, Keystone, and the others. So, but anyway, let's see how you reacted on the streets of social media. So this user says, the Central Bank of Nigeria Bank knows as well as the public that this action against these three banks is purely driven by politics. If there were infractions of any CBN guidelines or policy, the CBN would have since stated that those violations were. It is a dangerous red flag for foreign investors. All right, let's move over to another one. Right, Akorede Omoba on Twitter said, sell these banks to other existing banks through bidding. This is the second time Polaris and Keystone are featuring in mess like this. Seems they can't learn from their past mistakes. Well, interestingly, let's go over to another one we have. Let's see what we have on this one. King Danny says, see the time you guys are making such an important post when most Nigerians are sleeping. Seems you guys don't even know when to post and not to post. Well, CBN, engage the services of professionals. That's what it's saying there. I think this particular user, King Danny, is reacting to the fact that we had to wake up to a new shocking news. Now, finally, on this particular story, Omotayo, still on Twitter, says, the CBN needs to release more statements on the importance of these appointments. These are important banks in Nigeria. The public deserves to know why these folks, what we are to expect to be done differently. Are there any such action envisaged for other banks? So many questions there to be answered, and I feel that only the financial institution, that's the CBN, can give wonderful answers to all of your questions. Now, here in Edo State, the Deputy Governor, Philip Shaibu, has said he is not fighting his principal and his boss, Governor Godwin Obaseki. Shaibu, a frontline People's Democratic Party, PDP, governorship aspirant in the upcoming 2024 governorship election, stated this yesterday on a national television. According to a statement by his media aide, Abomina Musa, the deputy governor, accused the governor of fighting him, claiming that Obaseki has declared a full-scale war on him over his ambition. The deputy governor said the governor wants to play the role of a political godfather in the state, a situation they both fought and agreed should never be. Shaibu has been having a running battle with Obaseki over his ambition to succeed him at the Dennis Osadebe Avenue, the seat of power here in Edo State. Now let's see how you reacted to this online. George World Major asking a question. You don't ever accept fighting anybody. I'm not fighting Oshomole. I'm not fighting Obaseki. When will you fight them? That's the question there. Really? We want peace, please. We want peace in Edo State. Moving over to other reactions we have on the story. Monday, Aika says that Edo State favored him in the past 16 years cannot make him more Edo than those of us who live outside Edo State. The last time I checked, him too grew up in Kaduna. All right, do we have another one to the story? And finally, Edo's Samuel says, no grief for anybody this year, fight if you like. No, be that won't be our problem for Edo State. All right. Now bringing over the trending, wonderful slang of no grief for anybody this year, telling it to our very own Deputy Governor here in Edo State. Well, we'll see how things unfold eventually as September is around the corner. Another interesting gist that swept the feet of social media yesterday, talking about the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has arraigned the former Minister of Power and Steel, Olu Agunloye, before Justice Donatus Okorowa of the Federal High Court over allegations of fraud. Now, Agunloye was brought before the court yesterday, where he pleaded not guilty to the charges read against him. The judge ordered that he be remanded in Kuje Correctional Center, pending when the bail would be granted. The EFCC in December 2023 declared Agunloye wanted on an alleged case of forgery and corruption. Now, in a communique shared by the Commission on its X handle and website, the former minister's image was displayed with a message urging the public to provide information that could lead to his arrest. Shortly after the EFCC alert, Agunloye was apprehended and detained. Let's see how you got this one on social media. Somebody's first son, ooh, what a name there, says, until we pass into law capital punishment for stealing in office, it won't stop. I feel it has actually gotten to that point where capital punishment is necessary to serve as deterrent. Really, are we ready for this? All right, moving over to other reaction. Let us see what we have. Spicy Queen Canada says, Una, keep it up, make some noise, and nobody goes in for it, except those who are not in bed with your current slave masters. Reigns, that's like rinse and repeat. Good job, EFCC. Okay, moving over, whatever that means. Now, this particular user says, now the EFCC are working. The last government abandoned their main objectives to chase Yahoo boys. Joke country. Different things we see every now and then trending on the political space. And finally, on the story, this user says, at this point, I don't really believe Dangote is the richest man in Africa, because if Nigeria politicians really show their owo, that's their money, Nigeria will be top 50 in Africa. Okay, now do we have another reaction to the story? I think we should have one more. Okay, now that's Jesper Ben on Instagram says, EFCC, they try this year, make Yahoo boys rest small. Is it just me, or we tend to love corruption and bad stuff in this country? Anyway, or do I know? Now finally, my final gist for you today. All my amazing and wonderful football lovers, to let you know that the Super Eagles of Nigeria have arrived at the Aeroport International Airport in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire, ahead of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations starting this Saturday, precisely. The team, which left the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos yesterday morning, was led by the coach and captain Ahmed Musa. The Nigerian teams joined Atlas Lions of Morocco, Egypt, Mozambique, Senegal, and Guinea-Bissau, among others, to touch down in Cote d'Ivoire for the tournament. The Eagles will play their first match of the tournament with Equatorial Guinea on Sunday, January 14th, 2024. Followed by games against host country Cote d'Ivoire on Thursday, January 18th, and Guinea-Bissau on Monday, January 22nd, 2024. Now, those are the beautiful pictures of our boys on the screen. Well, let's see your reactions, your funny, interesting reactions online. Shitu says, good luck to you. We are very proud of you and we will support you in prayers. Do well to represent us well, though. In case you will be playing with Ghana, please make sure you beat them mercilessly. Please consider our mental well-being. Ghana must not win you. I don't know what's up with Nigerians and Ghana beef, really. What are we dragging? More. Moving over to another reaction online. Michael Gates says, so them even get time to wear a Agbada uniform. Now that's reacting to their wonderful Ashwebi they wore to the airport. And do we have another one? Is there another reaction to this? Finally, okay, now Godland Pious, no joy on their faces, oh, they want to win by all means. Well, a big shout out to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and I'm wishing them well and the best as they get to kick off this amazing, wonderful, super duper wonderful journey. Yes.
So, Steve, I don't know, you're just like, telling all this, I was like thinking, it's like Nigerians are becoming more and more social media savvy, talking about stories, talking about reaction. What really caught my attention was this first story you took about the Central Bank of Nigeria releasing the hammer on some banks to really make sure that they work optimally. But why are the MDs the target of these banks, for crying out loud?
Really, Nigerians at this point, we do not know, but the fact that just in the middle of the night, that's early this morning, we had another press release from the Central Bank of Nigeria saying, okay, we have new persons on board for the old guys who were flushed out. It's really super duper interesting and amazing. And just talking about the power of social media, it's also beautiful to know that all of the things that, get to happen in the political space always find their way to the social media space, and the Nigerians get to, take it up and really talk about it, just like the stuff that happened with Better Edu.
But take a look at the reactions. Like, it's somehow comical. You see them laughing over a serious issue. Though they are serious about it, but then you bring the Nigerian side of it all. You get to hear, can we believe this? Look at the way you're acting.
True.
And of course, all that. But I believe that this is like, a banking reform thing coming from the head to make sure that our bank, they are very, very solid. So that companies will go to each bank with that confidence that money would not be hampered with. Of course, women. You guys are on the news
no
again.
way.
You guys are on the news again.
We're not even going to
585 million from a woman.
We're not going to do the gender-based conversation.
But this time around, we just can't take it away from the gender-based conversation.
No, we can't.
She's a woman.
I still believe that if a woman gets to be the president of Nigeria, we're going to do better.
But look at where they're acting right now. Come on.
I'm just saying.
Come on, you want to give them a bigger position.
No
they are
way.
Ministers.
No way.
Don't forget about Ete. Don't forget also so many of them. Stella Odua, they'll be like, indicted.
We also have cases of men stealing more. Men even get to steal more.
Are you sure about it?
In government positions and offices. But it's just because women are now, on the front line space, and there's been this clamor for gender-based, equality and all of that to be put there.
You're speaking like a true feminist.
No. Well, I have to speak for my gender.
For crying out loud, but still.
Because I feel that in as much as we have some bad eggs, if you give us a second chance, we're going to deliver.
How often do people want a second chance? Give us a second chance, the first instance, second chance, second instance, and now it's like a norm. You get to hear one woman getting involved in this kind of scandal. You're like, come on. And the amount involved, my God.
Yeah, but it's really, really sad. But now let's
talk about
about...
$500 billion.
Let's also talk about EFCC bringing Agunloye on board as well for billions of naira. So to tell you that we're even learning. It's not as if I'm trying I'm not trying to...
Seriously, and you say that you guys are learning the art of corruption for crying out loud.
No, I'm not trying to encourage it, but I'm saying, we actually took the toll from you guys, the male folks doing stuff.
Come on.
But it shouldn't be,
You are just turning this table. You are turning the table, and I will not allow it.
I will not agree
I won't allow
with
it
you.
because right now, woman is involved. But let's see how all this will pan out. And of course, to all my passion, football.
I knew you were going to talk about that.
Man, I love football. I love the Super Eagles, but of late it's making me sad, giving me a heartache. I'll be like, can they really do well this time around? I mean, we're like, take a look at our reactions. They're not smiling. They want to win the trophy and all that. But
someone said you're really, really serious. That's why I didn't. We must win this.
We have to.
For the goal.
We need to really, really carve out a niche for ourselves this time around. At least going for the fourth trophy, bringing it out to the country. But I don't know. Jose Pesero, the players.
Now let's talk about the outfits.
The outfits. Why would they go on
Nigerians were dragging them.
Why would they go on native for crying out loud?
They
Agbada. They should be on Nike, sportswear.
With the green cap or whatever you guys call it. But I felt it was beautiful.
Well, to me, it's not spotlight, you're going for a serious business. At least show Nigerians that you guys are athletic. Come on, put on something. I'm not saying that representing Nigeria is not nice. They are tired of that, but come on, you're going for something serious, so much seriousness. But put on something like, the canvas, the joggers, the trainers. You should, yeah, we are ready. Not, we're going there for fashion parade.
Now let me ask you. So the first game we would be having would be on Sunday. What are your predictions for Nigeria?
Nigeria all the way. Nigeria all the way.
You're trying to be patriotic, but anyway,
Nigeria all the way. But I see us winning this cup if we're able to do just one thing. Hunger for wins. That's all we need. We have the players.
Go Nigeria, go.
Go Nigeria, go. You can choose the word to mark with popcorn if you want to, but if you don't have, a strong heart to watch the match, not to worry. We'll give you highlights also. Then we're going to show the match. For the weak-hearted, just go do your thing. When you come back, we'll tell you what happened, okay? But I encourage you to watch the match. Go Super Eagles. Yes, go Super Eagles. But here, Nacho, he's 100% fit. And that'll be for the sports analyst to really talk about.
Musa is there, though, so.
Silver Sport Turkey.
He would do his beats.
Okay, fine. Alex Nwobi, yay!
All right, a fine boy.
Oh, my word, Osimhen. What about our goalkeepers? Our defenders.
God will help us. God bless Nigeria.
Yeah, because right now, if you can pray, start praying so hard. But still, Super Eagles all the way.
Right. Thank you so much for joining me today on TMI Socials. We'll do this again next week. My name is Anu Luwakwa Stevens. Have the best of the weekend. Bye.